Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Narrative Gaming. We are taking on The Letter today, a game that came out in 2017. Without further ado, let's talk about The Letter. The game tells us the synopsis for The Letter is, when 7 people fall prey to a vicious curse, they will discover that horror rests not from the shadows lurking about, but within themselves. To what ends will one go in order to survive? The biggest draw for me was I saw a guy with dreads. The moment I saw the guy with dreads, I was sold, didn't care what the gameplay was. Guy with dreads gets my vote. Also, the animation looks really cool. The music in these games usually is amazing. I'm a sucker for good music, so that's why we're taking on The Letter, even though it's been a few years since it's been out. Not that years have ever stopped us from playing a game, right? I'm rambling now. Let's drop into The Letter. Oh, before I forget, I also want to say, shouts out to our 2 new subscribers, Marie-Eve Lavalley and BlackFox.Flowers. I think there's been some more subscribers, but again, they're not popping up, so I can't really tell who they are, but shouts out to y'all as well. But for those 2 who did pop up, thank y'all for joining the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the content. There's so much to be found. And don't forget, you can suggest a game by dropping a comment below, letting us know what you want to see played. That's all you got to do. Tell us what you want to see played, and we'll add it to the list. All right, without further ado, let's drop into The Letter. I was not expecting that. Oh, am I gonna have to read the Ermengarde Mansion? The Ermengarde Mansion. It's either Ermengarde or Ermengarde Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxburn, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Oh, I like these people already. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. And a little close to home right now, their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. The 2 sides of the same coin. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, that got dark real fast. The great house was eventually left uninhabited. And that is when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the nights, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. If I was a betting man, I'd say it was Lady Charlotte. If I was a betting man, which I am not. People, well, I mean, I like Caesars. That's beside the point. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse, still fall upon the villagers' ears. What year is it that they're still talking about villagers? In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Realty Corporation place the property back on sale. Makes sense, just like The Grudge. Even though the people are dying in it, people still keep moving in because people keep trying to promote it as a safe and hospitable place to live. You know what I just realized? You may have seen something new in our background because I forgot to take it down. This board back here has a bunch of photos and pictures that look murderous, but it's actually for a short film that we just wrapped up filming, and that's why that's back there, and I just never got around to taking it down. Maybe we'll keep it up. Probably not. It's kind of macabre. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Isabella. Hey, speaking of, that's a person we had in our short film. We had somebody named Isabella, and she was also not.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
Not very fortunate. A familiar, jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's a mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here.
Okay.
This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Hopefully not permanently.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all.
Right.
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything.
Right.
They're nothing but spirits.
Right.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
Implying that there was another property you sold that ended up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa?
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
One is more than enough. What is the story with that?
It was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
Nope, one time is enough. Definitely enough.
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye! She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
Who are you? I look up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca! Giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
The one who trained you?
You're missing some... You forgot to say some words. The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started. Yes.
You're working together again?
Apparently.
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. BRC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Check for dead bodies.
Hold on. Is this the same mansion you've been telling everyone about?
The only one I know about.
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps?
Still make me money.
You actually went there, and you're going back?
If I can sell it.
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her.
And I want money.
Besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
Gotta go to college. No, actually, that's not... It's not true anymore. You don't have to go to college. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Yeah, don't laugh at my money.
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
So you know you're in a video game.
I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out ever since you got assigned to it.
Okay, that's not what you said, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy. Ever since you got assigned to it, cursed rumors and all.
I honestly thought you'd back out.
Maybe, we'll see.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus.
So is she a senior in college, or is she just at the school right now?
They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
Do they allow high school students to be realtors? I want to say no, but maybe she's talking about like a college senior. I don't know yet.
They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me.
We prefer to earn our own money. We don't need to ask anybody anything.
Or Ashton.
That's a lot of people to be asking.
We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
Why borrow when I can make my own and keep it? I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Good for the soul. She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers. Okay, so they are adults, got it. She's just visiting her friend at the school.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
Tastes good.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
It looks like she's about 22. I think she's got a few years. Here we go again. Finally, we get some interactivity. Time for us to make a decision. Big decision. Decision that could change a lot of things. I eat other things too. You're not my mom. Well, let's be nice to Becca because she has money. And if we get trapped in the house, I'd rather call somebody that has money. Maybe influence the cops, get them to come a little faster. Versus pissing her off and she ignores our call. I eat other things too.
Hey, I eat other things too.
Oh, cool. Cool, there's achievements unlocked for that simple decision. I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her gesture, our posture, and giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I'd use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. If only I could speak today. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
Not the worst thing we found in somebody's apartment.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
I don't know about the canned hamburgers. That could be a problem. Maybe we do need help. Maybe we are crying out for help. Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I can see it up top. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago?
Oh, Jesus. Maybe?
Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year.
What happened last year?
In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
But they're more than one choice. She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny, distant memory of me in the hospital. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there is only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Save me! When I go into this haunted mansion, save me. She says this is more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing.
I don't. I eat canned beans, canned peas, canned burgers, canned tuna, canned ham, and instant ramen.
Didn't I tell you before? You're always free to reheat my leftovers.
What? What? Who is out here just like a dog? Like, I'm just gonna go in the fridge and be like, well, she looks done with this, so I guess I can have my turn. No!
Thanks, Becca.
Oh.
I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me.
Unless she's saying she made a bunch of food and there was leftovers from the over pot. Not like, oh, I ate off this plate and I'm done with it, so now you can have it.
You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money.
That's right, Isabella. We stand on our own 2
And
feet.
I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
As a school teacher, so I imagine her pay isn't great either.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
Plus, if she really wanted to help her out, she could just slip an envelope underneath her door and it says from anonymous or secret admirer, here's $50. Quick and easy. I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. That reminds me, I gotta pay somebody back. Anyway, I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small, petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me. What are you looking at? What are you looking at behind us? She takes a quick glance at something behind me, snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute.
Is it your students that you saw, or
catch up later.
what? Who did you
Good luck
see?
with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
No. With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. Why does it look like she's seen a ghost? She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant, and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever's on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. COVID. Cover it with a napkin or mask. Ah, this is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own?
Oh, we're not done here?
I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me.
She just turned into like an old British woman.
Oh, hush there. Don't you fuss about me.
I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Right as rain. What happened? Becca, why did you all of a sudden turn so old? I level her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
We're still
Seriously,
here?
Big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
Honestly, I'd like to do that.
I'll call you if I still feel bad. And you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
We're gonna need gas money. I have a feeling we're gonna need gas money for that. She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There is no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is the one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay. There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Right, your British accent, it's still there.
Becca!
Or Becca.
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Oh, thank you, daughter. This relationship has got weird for us. Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. Horror Mansion, please, finally. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. Oh, look at all this cool shops. Briar Realty Corporation, Cesar Bucks, the library, Sleepy Sheep Inn, Sir Antiques, Miss Flowers, the bar. I don't know what the Crawl Bar. This is Japan, right? Why is everything in English? The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Or maybe this isn't Japan. I just assume these games always take place in Japan. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious, sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Why do we want to go there then? Even the news of it being renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Wait, why does the watch tell her that she's minutes away from the destination? Shouldn't the landmarks tell her that she's minutes away from the destination? Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has ways of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I picked it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
Who the hell is Ash?
Guess again.
That's a dude? I thought that. This is what I get for assuming. My bad, my fault. I did not see that coming. That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
For
You mean that thing with Zach?
who is
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
about
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
bar, pub crawl.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
7.
Around 6 p.m.?
I was close. Ballpark.
I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of
Ermengarde.
potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
No, creep. With a friend. 2 friends, just to be sure.
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles. And I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Don't we have a car? No, we held a car. Wait, we held a taxi to go to the countryside, to go to the mansion. But then, old girl, the school teacher, who I can't remember her name, already forgotten. I'm terrible at names. Wants her to pick her up later? So, does she have a car or not?
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid asshole. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. That means he likes you. I'll show him who's tough. Yeah, you show him. It takes a few more minutes until I reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet, despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Anslem Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow, it makes me feel sad. Okay? The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night. Let's not find out. We're out of here by 5, sun's going down at 5:30, we're good.
Planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Creepy voice came from behind me. The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Yes, the house is haunted. Don't go in there. I think you'll die.
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either.
Fair enough.
I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Right.
But maybe they just didn't like it?
Maybe.
You never know.
You never do. He drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. Personally, I feel like this is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, you know. You know the infamous lines. I don't have to say them. It's not that I forgot them. I just, you know the lines, so I don't need to say the lines. But basically, he's waving at the taxi that drives off, you know. It smells kind of weird, and I thought to myself, you're home to Bel-Air! Boom, 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 boom. You know the song. All right, what do we got? I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. Phew! After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. Where's Rose? I hope she's not in the house by herself. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get that bonus and commission one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must be inside. Also, if you're a realtor and you get this property and it's got a already troubled history to it, the people around the property are like, that place is cursed. I wouldn't go in there, and I've been living here since I was a kid. Do you feel morally obligated to let people know, like, hey, up front, just so you know, don't want anything to, you know, come at you later and tell you feel like I did you wrong. The house, it may be haunted. You may see some weird shit. I just want you to know up front. That way, if they buy the house and they call you, you know, at midnight, like, oh my God, I'm getting murdered to death. Why did you tell me? I could be like, I did tell you, and you moved in anyway. Or do you just go for the money and not say crap about how you feel or what's happened to the house? Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. She's already dead that quickly. Entering, what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. Not span and spick, but spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. I wonder how much this mansion is going for now that it's haunted. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. Ooh. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Okay, well, let's leave this place alone then. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
Oh, I like that echo effect. I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
She doesn't respond. My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Quiet. Too quiet. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reach for my phone and dial her number. But
the number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Problems. What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she has been eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Like that movie, Spirited Away. Right? Right? No. Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Maybe we step outside the house, call her from outside the house. Or hell, maybe if we step outside the house, call the taxi man, and then call her. Or hell, maybe we step outside the house, call the taxi man, get in the taxi man's car, drive off, then call her. Or maybe hell, let's step outside the house, call the taxi man, get in the taxi man's car, go all the way back to our friends at the bar, wait at the bar, and just forget about the house, period. Rose will show up when she shows up. Maybe that will make her phone work. But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
If you can hear me, please come out.
Shiny lights.
Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
Shine a light. No answer. This isn't going to work. The place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. Take a deep breath. Woosah. 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 Before venturing deeper into the mansion. I'm sorry, what was that noise? I took a step further and all of a sudden weird piano synthesizer music started. Taking a couple steps forward, I noticed something move above the grand staircase. I totally missed that.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you?
Probably not.
Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out.
Makes sense, let's go.
Not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Chunking up the deuces. Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try to contact her number again. Come on, please give me something. Please? Lord? Yes, finally. Okay, here's my theory right now before anything even happens. The reason it's ringing now is because we heard that music and we have stepped into whatever creepy-ass world Rose was already in, which means we now can't leave.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion.
Right?
Where the hell are you?
Right? Ooh, she doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I can get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down. No.
What? The attic? Why?
Why do I hear the grudge in my ear? Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there. With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange, abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. Nice hallway. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west. And creepy sounds. There are two attics here, one on each side, but the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. It's weird that she wandered to any attic by herself, let alone the east wing. Nobody cares which wing it is, it's all weird. Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms, so at least the windows are open and it's like bright outside and sunny outside, so you know, comfort. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why they didn't bother to add one here when they renovated escapes me. Sheesh. They did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Nice room. Small. Why can't I see Rose? It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here. Full of dust, worn out, and faded by time. So they've explored all of these rooms before. So it's like they've been to the mansion before and they decided to come back. So it couldn't have been too bad. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? This very obvious room? Is it just somehow possible that they said F this creepy spiderweb room? Ugh, cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. No, I think you were close to the answer right there. But if she's not here, then where is she? Am I gonna get jump scared? Close, but no cigar. What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm a cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. By the way, I'm going to read the curse out loud. I'm not going to bleep it out because, well, we knew what we were getting into once we started the game, right? Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time. No. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. I love the way she says fucking realistic. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room. Why would we do that? Why would we need to take one last look? Just to check. No.
Huh? What's this?
Shh. This is why we need to do this. My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like...
A letter?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Lying on the ground, just a couple of inches away from my feet, out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. Let's not open it. Let's leave it exactly where we found it. Creepy room that looks undisturbed. Hasn't been touched. Rose is supposed to be here. And we find a letter that looks unopened. A few days back, me and a few other agents, I inspected the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in the room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? No, not Rose. Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough. I'm worried it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. We're doing that right now. We're touching it. Oh, with great care, I open it and read what I read shakes me to my core.
What? Oh my god.
It's not the scariest note we've ever read. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Nothing but the words "help me" fills the page. All of it seemingly written with a crimson shaded pen. No, that's blood, Chica. That is blood. Or blood. I go. Yikes. The same phrase just goes on and on until... Send this to 5 people or else.
Send this to 5 people or else.
Oh, so this is like The Grudge and The Ring, because The Ring you had to copy the videotape and send it if you didn't want to die.
Or else what? Or else what?
Or that movie like Chain Letter. That was a pretty brutal movie too. Corny, but brutal. As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on a second page. Man, remember when these were so popular? Like all your emails, you always used to get those freaking chain letters and you just hated the friend that sent them to you because you're like, even if this isn't real, the fact that you included me in this shit where it possibly could be real, now I'm tempted to send it to 5 other people. Now I'm part of the problem. I don't remember if I ever sent it, but I'm still here, so I must have. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. Wait, what greets us next? Hello? You ain't got no skin. A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds with skin eaten away to reveal flesh, bone, and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. You ain't got no toenails either. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move. Completely paralyzed out of terror. Lord, please help me. Okay, so we can either be brave and look the hell up, or we can close our eyes and pray. I'm gonna be honest, in this situation right now, we should probably... I don't want to get her killed, but... Oh man, should we look up at this thing? I don't... Be brave and look up. Do we want to confront the thing, or do we want to close our eyes and pray it just goes the hell away? What? Who are you? We're looking up. We're looking up. I need to face it. Whoever, whatever these feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm going to die... If they're going to kill me, at least I know what my killer looks like. I agree. Let's just get it out of the way. It'll be quick and painless. A cold comfort. So, with a deep breath, I summon every ounce of courage I have left in me and shift my gaze upwards. Oh, Shida. Ah! No! Probably should have just stared at the feet. We should have kept at the feet. That's creepy as hell. That's creepy as hell. That's good for just a drawing. That's creepy as hell. We may be effed.